Okay, welcome to Unplanned Part 2 to the previous video. I hope you have finished watching it. If not, go after this one. In this one, I'm going to be talking about a few personal connections to this transurfing of reality and what you can do today in your practice room to apply one of the principles, one of the techniques of transurfing of reality towards acquiring a higher level of skill and satisfaction in music performance. So, I already mentioned my personal realization of how transurfing applies to progressing in music or dealing with technical challenges. It was this time 3 or 4 videos ago. The link will be in the description. And the idea in that video was that we are not to focus on the friction on this challenge, that we are not capable of playing something smoothly and fast yet, but instead we focus on the idea that we focus on the solution, on figuring out the ways out of the problem that we're dealing right now with, but there is this faith, belief that we will be able to play no matter what, no matter how much time it's going to take, if we put the right effort into it. So what I can add that I haven't said already before, 4 videos ago, what I can add in this video taps heavily into the concepts of all well-known growth mindset. And we're going to do it via the reframing of transurfing principles. Everything that you see around, houses, streets, trees, pianos, everything you see around yourself today is the result of some of things that were happening in the past. Everything that is present in the reality in front of our eyes is there because someone imagined it to be created where it didn't exist before. Okay, so the way you play, the way you think, the way you feel, act today is the result of your past actions. And here's the twist. If you imagine, if you keep thinking about who you want to become, what piece you want to play, the concert hall you want to perform in, the opportunity you want to create for somebody that doesn't exist right now, and if you keep putting your thoughts and actions towards it in an unwavering way, you will create that reality that may not fully exist yet today. But step after step, or slide after slide, through the space of variations, you will get to the reality that you strive towards. Having what you want highlighted clearly in your mind better every day, and making this first step, which is the trickiest step, and then sticking with it with the unwavering enthusiasm and commitment is the key. Once again, this framing, just for one sentence, this framing came to me after I read a different book by William Zealand, and I was driving at the time. I was just thinking about, well, that road I'm driving on right now, that didn't exist there. So everything I see, the sign posted, the speed limit, everything, it's all there because of previous actions. What's going to be there in the future depends on what we want to do with it. Okay, so how to start applying transurfing to your practicing? Steps 1 and 2 are kind of connected. Step 1, watch this series. Keep watching this series. It will go for a few months. Right now, at least, that's the plan. And I will be explicitly applying this framework in such a way that makes it practical for real-world music skill development. Then, not just limited to music, but I will be framing it for the ones of my kind. Second step, you can read the book. Or, better yet, at least if you are not familiar with this framework of thinking and being, start watching other summaries on YouTube. It appears to me that this transurfing community is quite rapidly growing right now, and there are several very good summary notes out there that you can start watching without investing 50, 60 years of your time into reading the whole main book, which at this point I did twice over the course of past 3-ish years. Okay, and so do one or the other, or combination of both. Watch this series and find some others as well. It's not gonna hurt. The third step is actually this proof of concept that I mentioned in the last video. An actionable item for you to try before you see any other video of mine. One thing that you can do to apply this system, and once again, I guarantee, and I don't personally know you, but I guarantee that you will get a proof of concept for yourself. And here how it looks like. You need to think about just one thing, one area when you are in opposition to something. Just stay with me, it will become clear very soon. In opposition to something as in you are displeased about something. So you need to think about what is one thing where you are in, when you are putting too much importance into. In a nutshell, it would be anything that feels extra important to you. I know I have several things like this, and I often have to check the bearings. Where am I heading with my thinking and my frustration? So once again, there's going to be one thing that you feel extra important, the success of which you achieving it feels extra important to you. If you keep feeling that way, it's going to take a lot harder to achieve it. That's the point. So it could be your thoughts about how much you earn. It could be your thoughts about the state of world affairs. It could be your thoughts about inability to memorize any particular page of the piece. It could be your thoughts about inability to play smoothly any particular passage. So it could be large, could be small. There could be some stubborn passage in the piece. And then what you need to do, you pick this one thing or couple of things that you're frustrated about, but it's really important for you to get it right, or for things to become right in the world. And then reset your mind. Forget that this succeeding or change is important to you. Kind of sub-step to that, you need to accept the fact that you might not succeed. That's where you're going to drop this importance. That's going to help you drop the importance. Accept the fact that you might fail, that there's the failure is possible. And then, still with the intention of having the thing, of already experiencing the thing, already being the thing, just quietly work towards it via action. So you essentially nurture your mind to stay with this vision or becoming kind of thinking, and you are focused on the act, not on the ego that wants things right away. So that's the main idea of this video. This is proof of concept. Pick one thing in your world, in your reality today, that you often get too frustrated about. So therefore, it's going to be one thing that's really important for you to be right. So that's step one. Second part of the homework: reset your mind by accepting the fact that you might fail. What also helps doing that is just think of plan B. And then step 3 is just with that acceptance, like on one end, it's really important for you to get it. On the other end, okay, you might not actually get it. But if really something what you want, it already exists there somewhere in the world. It might not be in the current place of living, it might not be with the current people that you're interacting with, but it already exists. And you'll just keep quietly working toward it. That's the main idea for you to try. There are a number of reasons that are explained in this framework, Transurfing of Reality, why there is going to be a delay. And the main idea in that, which is not going to be part of this video, is that the world is a mirror. What you think about the world gives you back. But there is this huge delay. But we have to keep thinking positively. We have to keep thinking this in particular faith believe forward way. So anywho, these two videos were kind of an overview of the concepts, and in the next video I will talk specifically about the core element, this pendulum, those energy sucking structures. It is the concept or the sub-framing of almost everything that surrounds us. And once you will see it, once you understand what it is, it will be impossible to unsee it. So I will see you in that video. The scope of that video is narrower, so it will remain one video, and I will keep trying my best to keep the videos under 8 minutes, if any of you have watched all the way through the end. I will see you there. As always, be curious and be playful. Thanks for staying.